signal's getting stronger now. It won't be long.
Come quick! The monster done ate my pappy!
Do you really think this was a bear, Doc?
Highly unlikely.
First man on Mars. Once he was human.
There's something shiny in the rock. This is really starting to sting.
Now a bloodthirsty monster, killing and devouring the young. And not so innocent.
Let's take a look at this, huh?
I'm gonna blast the thing back to hell.
Oh, shit.
First man on Mars.
You mean there's aliens out here? Shit, I don't want to get ducted and anal.
This film is not rated.
The following feature has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America.
An innocent victim of the billion-dollar vivisection industry. Can't believe how attached he's become to me already.
I want Max back. We're not talking about a street mutt here. We are talking about $1 million research arm.
Thank you, Max. Sweet.
He's coming apart. He is going to sing.
In a city gripped by fear, a serial killer creates a reign of terror where no woman is safe.
I know what she thinks, what she feels, what she does. Every intimate detail.
You're an ex-detective on a motorbike. You got one chance. You got one chance only.
You've been asking for it, now you're gonna get it.
Yes. He's taking care of everything. I'm afraid of her. I tell you, she has the power.
1,000 nights without a man. 1,000 reasons to kill. Women in chains. Hounded by every love-hungry brute on the island.
He's just killed a girl.
Did he make love to her first?
I don't know. What's the difference?
It makes a lot of difference. I think in order to play the game properly, we have to know what he thinks of women.
you have tits?
Listen up, you perverts! Shoot me. Greetings, my fine fiends. On this Fright Day evening, welcome to the Horror Mike Show. You've just witnessed a bunch of trailers for films we're going to delve deeper into tonight. And all I have to say is Bite Me, which was the name of the last film that we saw there, the trailer in that series of trailers. Bite Me from 2004, directed by Brett Piper, with some really cool Brett Piper animation in there that you may have noticed. And of course, Misty Monday. Oh yes, Misty Monday is in that film. She's all over that film, folks, if you know what I mean. And I think that you do. But we also saw trailers for such films as Z-Ram, which is a really cool 90s Japanese sci-fi. I think it's based upon manga. Original manga comic, and it was also an animated series, but they did two movies, Z-Ram and Z-Ram 2, and both of those are on Tubi. We're going to take a closer look at that. Of course, you saw a kind of condensed trailer for Road Games, and that's a really quite a good Australian film with Stacey Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis in there. Some really unbelievable 70s exploitation films, including Satan's Cheerleaders. Yes, we're going to look at that tonight as well, and a ton of other films on this fine and fiendish Fright Day evening, folks. Before we get over to the chat, there's just a couple of things I want to tell you about, and let me bring up something to your attention here. I'm just going to bring it onto the board because the very first trailer that you guys saw was for my film, and that's First Man on Mars. And we're looking at it right now. It's currently on Blu-ray, and you can get it by heading over to my site. I'm going to drop this link in the chat. There it is. And you can buy it directly off of my website, horroranthologymovies.com, or you can get it on eBay. So there are two ways to buy that sucker. It's also on Amazon as well, but it's a bit more expensive because, well, Amazon takes a bit more of a fee. Let's put it that way, folks. And so that's the name of that game. I highly recommend it off of my site or eBay. It's just a lot less expensive, reasonable. So that's First Man on Mars. Then we've got my glorious sponsor. It's top-notch stuff. Captain Strangelife is here. Hello, Captain Strangelife. Great to see you. My good man, we were starting to worry about you. Good Lord. That sounds freaking great. He sounds like Neil Diamond. I mean this in a positive way. Love Neil Diamond too. Good Lord. Okay, folks. Wait a second. Freaka-Boogie is with us. Hello, Freaka-Boogie. Great to see you, man. Good Lord, on this fine and fiendish Friday evening.
Last time we were here, how long were we here? We were here for a long time.
Yes, we were. Yeah, we saw a ton of stuff. Oh, that is great. I don't know if we've seen the dinosaur. There's the great Jack Davis Frankenstein. He's quite nice, too.
Let me see. Oh, let's go over here.
Okay.
There's a moon monster.
Yeah, there's the original moon monster. You could get Captain Company. Oh, it's the new creature from the Black Lagoon comics.
Yeah, that's issue 1, and I'll show you guys issue 2. It's just came out today, but it doesn't actually release until next Wednesday.
Oh, cool.
Or no, yeah, next Wednesday. These are fun. They take an homage to the classic horror movie posters.
Oh, yes, of course. Feral.
So it's like this popular comic that came out a few years ago called Stray Dogs.
Yes.
This one is, it's cats instead. It's Aristocrats meets The Walking Dead.
Nice, nice.
And then my favorite series right now is Geiger.
Wow, there's quite a few issues of that out.
Yeah, and then we have all these. It's almost like what they did with Valiant, how they built the whole universe.
Right.
Using their own IP instead of, doing something with Marvel or DC.
Very cool.
And there's Dracula.
Now, that's a hardback, right?
Yeah. What did Robert Kirkman say about it? Dracula comic I've wanted all my life. Okay.
Oh, okay. I have not seen that.
This is neat.
Yeah, Dwellings. I saw something about that.
Yeah, this artist is doing, how EC's making a comeback?
Yes, they're re-releasing some of their original titles. Yes.
Yeah, and Jay Stevens is doing some of the covers.
Right. That's right.
He's actually doing a cover that looks like this cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's an homage to that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so you have this section, and then we have this cool guy here.
Oh, yeah, that is very cool.
And then he's showing you this section here.
Oh, look, there's some splash of horror. I see that. Hell, and I still see an issue of the Pre-Code Horror Comics book.
I got a couple of those left, and I got a couple of these left.
Woohoo! Folks, there you go. Now, if you're interested in Pre-Code Horror Comics, the original art edition, Kevin still has a couple of issues left. I don't. Until I get the remaining 40 copies from the printer. So I'm still waiting on that, but Kevin's got a few left. So, yeah, that's one thing I'm going to do right now before I forget. You guys should check out Gotham City Comics on YouTube. There's his channel. By all means, he's always putting out the new stuff on his channel, and he usually divides it into DC, Marvel, and indie comics, whatever new is coming out that particular week. And from there, you can get to his website, batcavecomics.com. So there you are, folks. Very nice indeed. Ooh, there's the Eerie Archives. Now, those are all the Dark Horse and their paperback, right?
Yeah. So you get 1 through 5 in the first volume and 6 through 10 in the second volume.
Woohoo! Very nice.
Frazetta.
Thunder. Yeah. Very cool stuff, man.
Ninja Turtles is still popular.
Mm-hmm.
We got Transformers is popular again, and G.I. Joe is popular again. We got a little Marvel section. I got rid of the DC section besides the facsimile stuff.
God, they've got a lot of facsimiles out.
It's the only thing that sells.
Yeah, well, and that's not surprising considering DC
It's
Comics.
funny because they're gonna change their logo. They think that maybe that's the problem, their logo.
What? And maybe it's their stuff.
Maybe,
it's
terrible.
terrible.
Maybe it's the stories.
Yeah, exactly.
So Bernie Wright's in the top.
Oh yeah, nice.
This is interesting too because it's an AP and artist proof.
Wow.
So
I have not seen that posted. So they did that specifically for Metallic. He did that specifically.
Yeah. I think it might have been one of his last. I think I read that it was one of his last commission pieces.
Wow. Incredible. There we go. There's some Dave Stevens. Little Betty Page.
Everybody's going crazy for Dave Stevens.
I got a ton of Dave Stevens stuff. I've got that one too with the poster, the centerfold poster fold out. And there's Fluffy. Hello, Fluffy. He's so cute. And there's the Vern Langdon zombie.
Yeah.
Folks, the Vern Langdon zombie, that was quite popular back in the day. Geez, that must have originally come out like late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, and I guess only about 10 people bought them.
Wow. Incredible.
And here's some other masks that you could have got in that Famous Monsters magazine.
Okay, well, that's obviously Wolfman. There's a mummy type guy.
Yeah, so these are from the 60s or 70s. These are originals.
They're in
Topstone.
surprisingly good shape. Oh, I see what they've done is they've filled them.
Yeah, that's been foam filled to preserve it.
Yes, of course. That's the way to go. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to get
Yeah, this would have been
bad.
dry rotted and it would have been crumbled by now.
Exactly.
But there's a little sticker of the original ad right there.
Oh, very cool. And so what's that? What's the guy on the left with the bug eyes?
That's the Creep Beat.
Man, I don't know if I remember that one.
Yeah, he's a beatnik. So he's Creep Beat.
That is quite good.
And that's been foam filled and it has felt in the eyes there.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Nice. Very nice indeed.
And there's the weird werewolf. Strange mouth on him.
Yeah. It still looks pretty cool, though.
They're cool. And I want to get all the masks that were in the ads.
Oh, man.
It's just so hard to find. I found a Cyclops finally, and he was completely like dry rotted, and then he's going to require a lot of restoration.
Hey, did you ever come across a Shock Monster?
I haven't gotten one yet, but yeah, I see him from time to time.
I got a newer version of Shock Monster I really like that's currently available on eBay. But I occasionally see some of the originals.
Yeah.
They're kind of rare. Let's put it that way. Those are fantastic, man. That is the way to preserve those.
Here's a punk with a chin. He's got spikes in his head.
Love it. Now, who made that one? Who produced that one?
This is they're still around today. This is Be Something Studios. They go as Zagoni Studios now.
Oh, Zagoni Studios. Huh.
They're out of Illinois.
Interesting.
Yeah, they used to be in the 80s. They were called Be Something Studios.
Very cool.
I like their stuff. And it's still all made in America. It's made right there in Chicago.
Excellent.
But some of this stuff, like, I don't want to talk bad about Trick or Treat Studios because they have some really good licenses and I like them.
Yeah.
But they make them out of Mexico, and the latex they use is probably the cheapest latex. And I have masks that are 4 years old that are already starting to dry rot.
Oh wow, that's not good. That is
so. And they have Don Post Studios license now. They make these Trick or Treat buckets, and there's their Don Post Studios.
Right.
So even though they don't have the license for Halloween Season of the Witch, they can still make these because they have the Don Post license.
Of course.
So they can still make these, but they can't put a Halloween 3 tag on them.
Right. Well, hey, look, Don Post tag is really cool.
Yeah, it's cooler in my opinion.
Very nice indeed.
There's another Bernie.
Oh, yeah, Frankenstein.
This one is numbered out of 100.
Yeah, I remember that Frankenstein bust that you have. It's kind of small.
Yeah,
there's a little Frankenstein bust that you have. That's really cool.
It's right here.
That's based upon the Bernie Wrightson. Yeah, there he is. Very nice. I love that Wrightson Frankenstein monster. He just really did such a great job with that.
You just had a mask fall over here.
Oh no.
See who it was.
Who is that guy? Clash of the Titans, of course. Of course. Wow. God, I've never seen that in a mask form. That's from Clash of the Titans, folks.
Look at that hair. He's got a nice tight perm on there.
Yeah. Whoa.
I know you guys seen this last time.
Yeah, that is nice. That one, of course, yes. From the Black Cat Mystery, White Heat. That is beautiful. I don't know if we've seen that. I don't think that was up there. Oh, so they're doing the exploding face from Black Cat Mystery as well.
Don't you find out in that one he actually wasn't human, though?
Yeah, he's like part robot, right?
Yeah, because you can see a little bolt flying out of
Yeah, you can see parts flying off of his face. That's an interesting, if you could pause on that face for a second, because you definitely did not have that the last time on the mask.
Uh-huh.
Let's check the mask out for a second. Yeah. Well, that definitely looks very good. It's a very good likeness. Very cool. And that's from the same studio, right?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yeah.
Made those.
I love that White Heat one. That is so great. That is nice too. And of course, the Joker. That is just totally insane. Nice Dracula there. Yeah, they're rebooting Beetlejuice. Kind of coming out, I guess, soon.
This is original Dawn Post right here.
Yeah. What was the story behind that one?
This was the colorful version. I forget the name of the mask. Starts with a C.
Yeah.
It's escaping me right now. It'll come to me.
Yeah, I remember that though. Seeing a photo of that weird paint job. Interesting.
And this, the only reason it's still together is because it's not latex, it's vinyl.
Oh, right.
And somebody had cut the mouth. And they had, so that needs to be fixed. Well, I could probably leave it. I'll probably leave it.
Mm-hmm. It looks pretty good like that. And it's also, it's nice and stiff because of the vinyl. You know, it won't flop down on you. You know,
no, I put a Happy Meal bucket inside of them.
That's good. That's good. That works.
So it's pretty solid.
Very nice.
This guy's cool.
Now, is that from a film?
No, I think it's just it's a Chinese made mask.
Whoa. Yeah, that is pretty groovy. And of course, the Twilight Zone.
This is one of my it's 4 or 5 years old, and it's already getting dry on the edges here.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah. Getting dry.
Now, you know, maybe you've talked to people, I don't know, and you know, as far as like the idea of doing some of these masks in silicone as opposed to latex, because that stuff's going to last infinitely longer.
Yeah, well, vinyl. I think vinyl is what they're going to start doing.
Oh, well, vinyl is cheaper, definitely.
Yeah, they're going to. I know Trick or Treat Studios is some of these classic masks they're making. They're going to use vinyl.
I see. Right.
They're going. I've already seen that they're labeled as vinyl, so that's good for collectors.
Sure. Yeah, for longevity. Yeah.
It's not like people are collecting these things. They're not just using them for one Halloween and then throwing them away.
Oh no. Yeah, they're going up on the shelf for years. You know. Those are really good. They really did a great job with those. Love it. Just so freaking awesome. Of course, from Big Trouble in Little China.
When people see this in the store, they remember him, but they don't know where he's from.
That is just so well done.
So I put the Kurt Russell.
Oh, nice.
I put that back there so people can they remember where it's from.
Yeah, that one's also on Tubi, folks. Big Trouble in Little China. And if you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It's just a great Carpenter film. The Evil Bunny. It's a Twilight Zone. That is a nice Swamp Thing.
It's a shame that only lasted one season.
Weren't there a few series attempts?
Well, this was the most recent one from 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with that one.
Yeah, it was an HBO Max thing.
Okay.
And they think they filmed it in Georgia. They were going to get a big tax break by filming it there. So they spent a lot of money. That's why if you watch it, it's like high quality. And then they didn't get the money at the end.
Ouch. Ouch.
So they spent a lot of money. Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, that's gonna suck.
You got some albums here. Were you gonna play some music? Did you have someone contact you that they were making an album?
Oh yeah, well I played a little clip from
Okay,
this guy, yeah, Undead Damon,
I
and
missed it, but he called me today.
who?
Your friend or whoever, the album guy.
Album guy.
Yeah, he said you were gonna play some of the song.
Oh, that was him. That's got to be Damon. Then he's in California.
Yeah, he reached out to me and
oh, very cool.
And I just have to watch on the replay and hear the music.
Yeah, it's towards the beginning, and I really like it. It's quite good. And what they're doing is they're working on an album. So the 45 that I got is just kind of like a sampler type of thing. And as soon as
in the dark.
It's green. It's glow in the dark vinyl. Yeah, it's quite nice indeed.
So yeah, I started selling some vinyl here.
Oh, very good, man. Wow, a ton of Godzilla vinyl.
Godzilla and Halloween, and I have They Live.
Wow. So Kevin, so let's for people watching right now, if they're interested in stuff that you have in the store, they should go to batcavecomics.com, correct?
Well, that's my website, and then I have, if you go down to the bottom of the page, so it's Batcave Comic with just
comic. Sorry, batcavecomics.com.
I think comics might have been already taken or something.
Okay.
And then, but if you go down to the bottom of the website, then there's all these links to everything. But the best way is just call the store, do a phone order, do a mail order, and I'll send it out to you.
There you go, folks. It's 480-649-3065. Give them a call if you've seen something you're interested in tonight. That is the best way to get a hold of Kevin and order some stuff up.
Or if the only way you want to do it is over a website, I can just list it for you on my website. I just can't put all the stuff on my website that's in the store.
Right.
I'm just one person. And, you put all the stuff on there and it doesn't sell when you put it on there because nobody really goes to websites anymore anyways. Everything's like social media,
It's true. It's more of that, yes.
Oh, there's the Monsterizer.
Oh, yeah. That's relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing where you put Frankenstein in there and it makes him, you put the glow in the dark Frankenstein in there and it shines the light on him.
Yeah, do you guys want to see him?
Yeah, let's check it out.
I opened one so we can.
Oh, very cool. Here we go, folks. It's the Monsterizer. Whoa. There's Frankie relaxing there.
Hold on 1 second, okay? If you want to go to yourself, just give me a minute here.
Okay. Let's go to the chat. A few people have chimed in. Holy Toledo. Okay. More than a few people. Yes. Lord. Okay. The Forbin Project prop. Colossus reference. Excellent. Okay. I don't know. Greta Orloff is with us tonight. Hello, Greta. How are you doing? Freakaboogie, love that Davis Frankenstein. Yes. Jack Davis Frankenstein for the win, folks. says Redcoat had the checker box top like DC used in the 60s. Great Frankie sculpture too. Gotham City for the win, says PBR. And once again, folks, that is Gotham City's YouTube channel. Head on over there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You're going to dig it. Aspa60 is with us. Great stuff, gentlemen. Horror Mike got caught up recently, but we'll be in touch. Inspirational. Thank you, Aspa60. Great to see you tonight. Radamus, hey, Horror Mike, do you recommend Dwellings, the comic? I am not familiar with that. I've only seen the cover, Radamus. PBR Street Gang says, I have the Eerie collections. Great stuff. Yes, I've got a few of those, and I've got at least one creepy collection from Dark Horse, and of course, original creepies from back in the day. Graphic Man is here with us tonight. Hello, Graphic Man. Yes, the logo has kept me away all this time. Camp Crystal Lake says, wow, these are great. Yes, they are. If you want also, you should check out the last show we did last year. If you go to my channel, go to the live shows, you'll find Gotham City Comics. It was quite good. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It's just absolutely amazing what Kevin's got in the store. It's I think we all agree, it's like just this fantastic museum. Vern Langdon with a Warhol hair. Library 88 is here tonight. Hello, Library 88. Hey, all. Is Fluffy from the box in Creepshow? Yes, that is the classic episode segment from Creepshow. Those masks are amazing. I concur. Gotham City for the win. Now here we go, folks. He's in the Monsterizer Frankenstein, and you turn it on like that, and he's flashing.
Now when I turn it off, he should glow. Yep, look at his face.
There it is. There it is. Check that out. It's the Monsterizer. That is just beautiful. What a great little. And so, how much do those cost? The Monsterizers?
They're $80.
$80. There you go, folks. You can monsterize your own glow-in-the-dark action figures with the Monsterizers. There it is. Nice, nice. Oh, there we go. So you can monsterize any of these guys in reality, of course. Well, any of them that will fit into the Monsterizer. They should all be like, what, between the 5 to 7 inch length, probably somewhere in there.
7-inch figure. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Look at that one. That is groovy looking.
I think that there's a local guy that made this.
Well done.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really cool looking. I love that devil, that bug-eyed devil.
That's another creep beat.
Oh, right.
So this is, like you said, you had a Shock Monster homage. This is an homage to. That's an homage. That's the original.
Oh, I gotcha. Right. Wow, they did a good job with the homage.
Yeah.
Quite nice indeed. Whoa.
There's a vintage Don Post football player.
Yeah, I remember that. That is really nice. He's in great shape too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's an example of a Trick or Treat Studios vinyl mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got to be the way to go because vinyl is going to last far longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
real rubber, real rubbery.
Very cool.
Did I hypnotize you?
Wait, yeah, what? Take me to your leader or something. I don't know. Hanging bat, folks. Put him on the door. They'll just be hanging out.
Oh, here's the giant Metaluna mutant.
Oh, nice.
98. They came out with these.
That looks freaking great. From Don Studios.
Is there a date on there? I can't see. I don't have my glasses.
Hold it for 1 second. I don't see a date.
I'm pretty sure it was 98.
Okay. That's in great shape for 98, man.
Yeah, they're real. It's thick. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's a hardcore mask right there. Of course, they got to because the head's huge. Man.
Yeah, I think it's spilled about to. There's foam like up from here up.
Yeah, they got it. They have to do that with the Invasion of the Saucer Man. I don't know if you saw those new ones that Distortions Unlimited made, but whoa. Quite cool indeed.
Well, since you brought it up, maybe we should go over here.
I can't even believe it. Are you kidding me? Folks, it's the Saucer Man. Holy Toledo. Whoa. That's the one. That's the Distortions Unlimited and Saucer Man. The full, it's the whole creature. Whoa. Nice.
If he fit perfect right here. Like it was meant to be, like
right in there.
Because these I use these magazine short boxes right here, and I always had this square back here, and he fits just perfectly back here.
Yeah, and it does matter. Like his shoes are obscured, but it doesn't matter because they're not important. And you know what I'm saying? They're the least important aspect of the statue.
Yeah, they're just black boots.
Yeah, like they're black shoes, boots. That's perfect. Check that out, folks.
So you didn't know that's what I was getting?
I had no idea. But the thing is that when you showed that Metaluna mutant, it triggered. I remembered what they were talking about when they were doing these heads originally, and they had to do it that way. You know, like thick cast, and then they, as you were saying, like the top half of the head, they filled with, you know, expanding foam or something. I don't. It was something to keep the head, you know, in its original shape.
Did you listen to the whole story about it, like how they got this and everything? Like,
yeah,
that's part of the actual original mold.
Right.
That they saved it from a flood. The house was about to get flooded. They had to hold it over the mold over their heads and cross a river to save this mold.
Yeah,
and when they got the mold, they had to do some. They had to fix it up a little bit, but it still retains some of the original sculptings on it.
Yes.
Like for one of the things I could tell you about this, the original mold didn't have these veins because the creator.
Yeah, it's Paul Blaisdell.
Okay, he wanted them to all be unique, each character. He didn't want each character to have the same vein in the same spot.
Exactly. Yeah, so he used a cake tube.
Yep.
Yep. There were strands of latex that went out, and it's absolute genius. Paul Blaisdell just created some of the greatest creatures of the 1950s. And this is one of the best that he ever made. And it's fantastic, you know.
And So this isn't the first time Distortions has made this. So they made it in the 90s, I believe, or early 2000s. I think it was the
Correct.
90s.
Correct. Yeah.
And everybody wanted it. People were going nuts for it, right? And
Yep.
I think there was only one left, and the son of the Distortions guy had it. He had the last one, and Kurt Hammett went up, contacted him, and goes, "I want that. I'll give you whatever you want for that. You know, just let me get that." And I guess
Yeah.
the kid told him no.
Wow.
He didn't sell it to him. He wanted to keep it.
Whoa. Well, that's a hardcore collector right there. A lover of that creature. And of course, a lot of people, everybody loves the saucer man.
Mhm. Oh, and then remember the other thing about this? You guys probably all know that he wasn't originally green. He was like orange.
Yes. And they have an orange version.
That was my biggest dilemma, was deciding on. Well, there's two different. You could pick. I could have picked just the head and had him as a bust, or I could have picked the full body.
Yes.
That was my first dilemma that I had to choose from. And then the second one was, do I want him green so that he looks like the poster, or do I want him the original orange color that they actually were?
That they used in the film. Yeah, right. But the thing is that you see, when you watch the film, you always think in turn, and you see the poster, of course, you always think that they're green.
Yeah.
You know, this is like, to me, that's what they really look like. You know,
that's where they got the phrase "little green men," right?
Exactly. So I think that you made the correct choice. I think the orange ones look good too. I've seen the website. As a matter of fact, you know what? I emailed them. I talked to one of the Distortions people because I was like, please tell me that you're going to make a mask and sell it. And they're not. They're not.
No, I don't. Your head wouldn't get through this part.
Well, they did originally.
Yeah, maybe they had something to cut up the back where they could get in.
Yeah, you do have to kind of mess with it in order to make it work, but they made it work. And I would definitely, it would be such a great freaking costume. Oh my God. And as it is a statue, it's fantastic. They did a great job with the costume, with the hands.
Yeah, so these hands
really
were, they didn't have the mold to the original hands. So these were sculpted by Jordu.
Yeah, Jordu Shell. And he did a great job.
Awesome. I met him once. He was at my buddy's shop out here.
Oh, wow. Wow. They're great, man. He got the eyes perfectly. Eyes on the back of the hands. I love that. That is just.
And he sculpted these gauntlets and the chest part.
Very well done. That is such a great addition to the store, man.
The rest of them is just like a kid's, almost like a spandex.
Yeah.
Suit.
Yeah, I just watched that film not too long ago, about a month ago. It's still quite great. Frank Gorshin, of course, is in it.
It's great, yeah.
And it's just a great 1950s, sci-fi comedy, really. It's got some really great comedic elements to it, and it's just got some of those iconic aliens, that nobody forgets. They're just so great. And Paul Blaisdell just made some of the greatest creatures for nothing. Paul Blaisdell was making these monsters, for all these low budget productions with next to nothing for a budget. The guy had to improvise so much. And there's a great book called The Monster Maker, the Paul Blaisdell story. I highly recommend it. But that is fantastic. What a great addition to the store, man. Congratulations on the Saucer Man.
So it just turns out I have both my things I have from Distortions are both right here.
Yeah, the guy, the whatever you want to call him, the passed out zombie.
He was the guy that passed out during the Christmas party and he's been there.
Yes, he never left. That's freaking great. Nice.
Yeah, so worked out perfect right here.
That is beautiful, man. Just absolutely. They just did a stellar job. A stellar job with that. So
Last
cool.
time you guys were here, you saw Godzilla.
Oh shit, we never saw the Phantom.
No, because Godzilla used to be here.
Right, he was there and the Phantom was still in the box. Look at the Phantom, folks. Phantom of the Opera, Lon Chaney. Whoa. He looks really good. Wow. They did a spectacular job on that. Beautiful.
What was he saying? A mask made an appearance in something?
Yeah, he's saying the creepy mask, or that creepy mask, made an appearance in an early issue of 8 Ball.
I wonder which one he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Library 88, if you know the issue, post it in the chat.
Or if you know what the mask is that he was talking about.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with 8 Ball either.
I have some issues of 8 Ball.
Is that a new comic?
No, it's like an 80s almost underground feel to it.
Oh, okay. 8 Ball. Huh. Where's Tor Johnson? Nice mask.
Actually, that dinosaurs distortions also.
That is a beautiful head. Look at that thing. Now, how much does that thing weigh?
It's not heavy at all. Like you can lift it with one hand.
Oh, geez.
It's just sitting on top here. It's not even mounted. It's just.
Oh, right.
Can roll right off here if I wanted it to.
That is just amazing, man. Yeah, Distortion's Unlimited. Those guys are just fantastic. There he is, folks. The Saucer Man.
Yeah, so that was a good segue.
Now, is this the first time you've unveiled it on a live show?
Yeah, you guys saw the first.
My God, it's the first unveiling.
I mean, no one in the shop's even seen it. I had it covered the whole time.
Toledo. It's just fantastic, man. I tell you, they did such a great job. I think you just added one of the greats to your already incredible collection, but that is just stunning.
Yeah, you can move. You can move his arms too, like it's on a bendable wire.
Posable.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I might have him like holding some comics or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God. That is just too good.
Mess around with them and get a good pose with them.
Yeah, the thing about it too, of course, in the movie, they're all like, they're all like roughly 4 foot high, right? You know, somewhere in there, because they're little green men. So, in thinking about it in retrospect, really, you know, like if you got a 6 foot tall dude wearing a suit, well, it wouldn't look right anyways, I guess, you know, because you always think of them as being like these little green men that are about 4 foot high. Very well done. Excellent. God. That is going to be an eye catcher in the store. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, when you walk in and you look over here.
Yeah, look at that. It's hard to miss. I mean, there we go. Thriller.
Almost every kid that comes in, they always say Teen Wolf.
Yeah, initially I thought it was I thought it was that, but of course, yeah, it is the Thriller creature, the cat wolf, or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
a werecat. Yeah,
Werecat. Yes, there you go.
yeah, because he's not a wolf; he's a cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess they're both similar. They both had varsity jackets on. But he's got the M.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
I think Teen Wolf's jacket was blue.
Yeah, I think you're right. Dave James is with us tonight. Were their masks made for the movie 13 Ghosts? If not, someone dropped the ball big time. Boy, I don't know. That's a good question. Some of those were really cool, too.
I only have one ghost mask. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
It's a pretty cool design. I don't think you guys saw it last time. She's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that looks really cool. I haven't seen that one before. Nice.
I guess he's a ghost, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's another Wrightson.
Now, is that also from Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Wow.
This is like one of the best scans I've ever seen of this art because you could look at, you can see the, I don't know if it picks up, but you could see the tape mark even on it.
Yes.
From the original art. See where that tape stain was?
Oh, yes.
And his grease pencil still on there. And there's some other little tape staining still on there.
Whoa.
I don't think the camera's doing it justice. I have bad glare, it looks like. But it has all the markings from the original art. It's probably Kurt Hammett owns that. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't be surprised. Great monsterizer, yes. Acquisitions of Dr. Fives is with us tonight. Hello. Gotham City Comics, the greatest comic store ever. I concur.
Thank you very much.
Lead Paint says, do they have the spear thing available they used in the movie? I don't know if they actually made any of the they had a spear thing. Didn't they have something else? But they used boy, I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch that again.
I know the hand just started moving on its own.
Right. There was a severed hand. It's moving in the car.
Yeah.
And it terrifies the girl. And they used their fingertips.
They had some kind of knife. It was more of a knife or something than a spear.
Yeah, maybe it was. And also too, for the most part, they use their fingertips are needles. Needles come out of their fingers. And they inject the people with alcohol and kill them.
Yeah, that was
You
really
know,
cool.
and of course Frank Gorshin. That's how they kill Gorshin. But then there's another guy who they just make really drunk. And remember at the end, it's like he's like incredibly drunk. They didn't kill him. They just made him totally sauced.
There's another Wrightson.
Oh, look at that one. Whoa.
I never knew this existed until I got this print.
I did not realize he did a Texas Chainsaw.
It's
render.
from 73, it looks like.
Jeez Louise, man. 75.
Oh, 75. Okay.
Yeah, that is beautiful. God, I wonder where that appeared. I'm gonna have to look it up now and see what if it ever appeared in a magazine.
Because I've never seen it.
I've never seen that.
When they offered the print, I was like, wow, I've never seen that. I'll definitely buy that. That one's limited too. What did I get? Number 13, lucky 13?
Yeah, 13 out of 110. God. Whoa. That is beautiful. Captain says the saucermen had paralyzing injection needles. Yes. That would protrude and retract. Yes, they make people either incredibly drunk or kill them with the alcohol. Steve says Zizor was a great seller in masks, right up there with Frankie.
That movie has a better plot than most of the movies that come out today.
Oh, it's really good. It's a classic science fiction, 50s science fiction flick, and it's way up there.
Still holds up. That movie holds up.
It does. It does. The comedy is great. It's, it works very well. It's very enjoyable. They actually did another version of it called, I want to say Attack of the Eye Creatures with John Ashley in the 60s. That was definitely much, much worse, of course. But it was the same thing. It was basically the same film. They just had these kind of dorky looking eye creatures that were not the saucermen. Yeah, there we go. There's the crate. Arctic Expedition, July 19th, 1834. Sadly, Carpenter never did any adaptations of Lovecraft, but at least he did In the Mouth of Madness, which was one of the most Lovecraftian films I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that film just nails it with the Lovecraft ideology.
Oh, here's a new book. Maybe you guys have heard of it.
8 Ball, written by Dan Clowes.
Did he say what mask it was?
What was the mask, Radamus?
This I want to read.
I haven't seen that. What's that? White Bot? It's
White Boat, and it's Scott Snyder and Francisco Francavilla.
Oh, right. White Boat.
And it's it's got some. I think it's Lovecraftian. It's almost like a.
Ooh.
It's got a nautical tiki theme to it, and it's horror. So one of my customers read it already, and he said it was good. So I'm gonna try that one out.
Whoa, White Boat. Now is that like a graphic novel?
No, it's one of those magazine size comics.
It's magazine size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have it in my magazine box here.
A White Boat. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, because I'm gonna check this out.
I like Francesco Francavilla.
Yeah, I like his style. It's kind of an old school.
Yes, he is just made for horror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen some of his commission work. He does some awesome commissions.
Oh, I bet.
He's done some creep show stuff for some people and looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of these way up there and in current artists. No doubt about that. Let's see what we got here.
Check out one more mask.
Behold the Saucer Man. Yes.
Let's look at this guy. He's from Zagoni Studios.
Oh, check that.
He came out in the came out in the 80s. But they still make them today. Same sculpt.
Whoa.
Look at where you look out. Where do you think you look out at?
I would assume that you look out through the teeth.
Yeah,
through the nose.
I was thinking maybe the nose, but no, look in the mouth.
In the mouth, right.
Whoops.
Oh, yeah. Now, does that creature have a name?
I forget what they call him. Let's see if it's on here. Cuddles the monster.
Cuddles the monster. Man, I've never seen that.
He looks like a Star Wars character.
He does. Now you can maneuver his eyes with your fingers, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a puppet.
Yeah. I think he works better as a puppet.
Yeah, he can use his mouth and everything.
Yeah, God, are you kidding? Man, that looks like a really cool looking puppet. Really cool looking sculpt too, man. They did a great job with that. With the hair and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Cuddles the monster. It's hilarious. Wow.
Oh, let's look at Creature from the Black Lagoon #2.
Oh, that's Creature from the Black Lagoon #2.
That's the regular cover. Did you read the first issue?
No.
It's not really about the creature. It's about whenever they do something. So this happens in between the two movies.
Yeah.
And anytime they do that, you know nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
So this is it's basically about a different killer that's going on. There's like a serial killer guy on the loose.
What?
Some girls investigating it, and the creature's lurking in the background. So there's a little foreshadowing of what's going on. Here's the killer with his knife, and here's the girl.
Yes.
She's the one that's investigating these killings that are going on. And that's how the first one ends. And it's good because you're like, all right, what's going on? I want to read more. But some people didn't like it. Some people, it's probably because Creature really wasn't in it.
Yeah. Yeah, now, acquisition of Dr. Five says Paul Blaisdell Saucer Man makes an appearance in the movie How to Make a Monster. Yes. Did you ever see that flick, Kevin?
I heard you talking about it. When you said it, I thought you said it was a book, but maybe it's a book and a movie.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's Monster Maker is the Paul Blaisdell book, but they made a movie called How to Make a Monster back in the late 50s, early 60s. And
I might not have seen it, but I do have a lot of books about that movie. Like I have a lot of magazines and books about.
Oh, you probably do. I am absolutely sure of it. And the Saucer Man is in there amongst other creatures from the 1950s.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like, to be honest, I think I like this design better, but I like the other movie way better.
You mean the design?
I like the design of the Metaluna mutant, but like they're barely even in the movie.
Yeah, the Metaluna. Yeah, that's the thing about Metaluna. You know what's funny about
But I like
that?
the plot and everything of this movie.
Yeah, it's funny, Kevin. This is a really interesting thing. Oh God, now I'm losing. Let me see if I can get it here. Creature from the Black Lagoon is connected to the Metaluna mutant and the Mole People by an artist named Jack Cavan. Jack Cavan designed and made the suit of Creature from the Black Lagoon, for which he hardly got any credit. Of course, Bud Westmore was getting all the credit.
I think that one girl gets a lot of credit for sculpting the face.
Well, but back then it was all Bud Westmore. He took credit. There were 5 people involved in the making of the creature, the actual creature suit, including Jack Cavan. So what he did, he also designed at least partially designed the Metaluna mutant. So there's a movie called The Monster of Piedras Blancas. Did you ever see that movie?
Doesn't sound familiar, no.
Oh, if you got to check it out. You should really check. This is I want to say 1959 film, and the creature is freaking great. And the thing is that the creature's feet are the Metaluna mutant's feet. The claws are basically the mole men. And that's what because Cavan was like, yeah, well, Universal Studios screwed me, so I used my own designs when I made my own film, and he made the Monster of Piedras Blancas.
That happens a lot. Those guys, they repurpose a lot of that stuff.
They did, yeah. I think
we've talked about Chucky's eyes. Those are Chucky's eyes.
Right, for the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. The guy that did the Crypt Keeper is the same guy that made Chucky.
Yes.
But yeah, I could see how, they use the feet. Yeah.
Yep.
And I know he has those weird claws, so that'd be like the mole people over there.
Yeah, you should check out when you get a chance. Check out Monster of Piedras Blancas. You dig the hell out of it. It's
all right,
really quite good.
We'll put them in order. Creature is always the best design. That's the best sea creature ever made.
Yeah, they couldn't even touch it today.
No, you can't make a better sea creature than that.
Yeah, and then what they would do is, of course, they just make them CGI, and who cares?
The closest they've gotten is that Guillermo del Toro movie. What's that? Shape of Water. He tried to do it. He tried to do it. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yep. Gotcha. You. Okay. There you are. Yeah, the Guillermo del Toro, and it's still it.
That's as close as anybody's even gotten to a cool sea creature.
Yeah, and not even nearly as impressive
as
the original Creature from the Black Lagoon.
So I would go Creature from the Black Lagoon, then we'll go Metaluna Mutant, then we'll go Invasion of the Saucermen third.
Well, it depends. Now,
I'm just saying from those three, from that creator that you said who worked on all three.
Paul Blaisdell. Also the She Creature was really
okay. That's a cool one too. Yeah,
it is good. I would have to. You're absolutely right. I'd have to get them all and look at them because he did so many. He also did The Day the World Ended, the creature in that, and he did a ton of them, man. But I would, as far as Blaisdell goes, I do kind of opt towards the Saucer Man. It's just so iconic. People that don't even know the movie know that Saucer Man because he's all over the freaking place.
Yeah, they've
seen he shows up everywhere. PBR says, "How did you get to know Gotham City?" I would definitely say that was through Captain Strangelove. It's at some point.
Captain Strangelove is like he's the hub to everything. I think
he is. Yeah, he's the original. There's no doubt about that. A lot of people that in the chat, that's how I met him, was through Captain Strangelove. No doubt about that. Way back in the day, and I've been following his stuff for, God, probably close to 10 years, getting on 10 years now.
Look at that grill.
It's so great. Yeah, definitely. That is, the eyes turned out so well. That is
Took
beautiful.
about 2 months for him to make it.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's, man, the labor intensive nature of like making an actual, well, it's a, you know, it's the whole thing. It's not just doing a bust, it's an actual whole creature.
Yeah,
13 Ghosts.
all from scratch except for this clothes. The only thing that's not from scratch.
Yeah. Now, Steve Harrison says 13 Ghosts was 3D. I think the original glasses were a collector's item. That is correct. Not aware of 13 Ghost merchandise. Yeah, that's also correct. I'm not aware of any masks that were made based upon that. Oh, Steve says, can you show Jack Davis's resin printed Frankenstein?
Oh, yeah.
Steve, it was
Is he
a
over here?
drunk
Oh,
that
here
they
he is.
attacked and he was immune to the booze. Yeah, it was that guy that lived at the end. Oh, there it is. Check it out, folks. Freak a
This is like
Boogie.
that's like a 12-inch one or a 10-inch one. I used to have like a 6 or 7-inch one, but Kurt Hammett's museum curator came in the store and bought it from me.
So who made those originally? Like the
This is made
7?
by this is Brent's Toys. He's on Facebook. He's on eBay. It's Brent's Toys with a Z. Brent's with a Z.
And the 7-inch one? Same?
Yeah, same guy.
And so
it's right here. I thought that's right. I got another one.
Oh,
I
okay.
sold Kurt Hammett one, and then I got another one.
Okay, so he's still selling them.
Yeah, he sells these. I forget what they cost. They're kind of expensive, but they're like $50 or something.
Wow.
But for a painted one, like this, I think you can get a 3D scan for cheaper.
Oh, right.
You just paint it yourself.
Sure,
and
man.
I had somebody else make this box.
That's really cool. I love that box.
But this one came in this box here. Oh, there's his name right there. Brent's Toys.
Oh,
Brent's
yeah,
Dolls.
okay. Brent's Dolls.
Yeah, the guy that plays Grandpa Munster in the new movie, forget his name. Anyways, he's a big,
yeah. You mean the comedian?
Yeah, he's a big horror collector, and he's friends with Brent's Dolls, and they work together.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he was also a horror host too.
Oh yeah.
I forget. God. Oh man.
He's got a great collection. I've seen the videos of his collection. It's
yeah,
crazy.
He's really quite a good comedic actor. I really like the guy.
It was funny. I sold some of my Munsters masks from Trick or Treat Studios. I sold them at a discount on eBay because I didn't like them.
Yeah.
I wanted to get them out of here, and I sold them, and I sold it to him. Sold it to the actual guy that played Grandpa Munster.
Whoa.
His address in California. I reached out to him and I said, "Hey man, I'm a fan of you. Next time you're in Arizona, stop by the store and let's talk about some monsters together."
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay, I will."
Oh man. Oh, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel. Starts with an R. Daniel R.
Daniel
R-O.
Radcliffe.
No, it's like ROE.
Daniel Roebuck.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's him. Lead Paint says, looks like Monsters Price Guide number 2 from 1975 has that Bernie Wrightson Texas Chainsaw as a cover.
Oh wow! I
There
never even
we
heard of
go.
Monsters Price Guide. What is Monsters Price Guide?
Yeah, that's a good catch there, Lead Paint. On the scene. Yeah, first time I saw that Illo, man, I got to check that out. Monsters Price Guide number 2, eh?
I mean, what does Monsters Price Guide have in it?
Good question. I don't know. I would assume just all, like Captain Company related stuff and, all that type of thing. Let's see. Googly-eyed creep mask appears in 8-ball. Oh, the googly-eyed creep mask.
Oh,
That's what
maybe
he's
he's talking about the creep. He's talking about the beatnik.
The
probably.
beatnik. Right.
Yeah.
Number 16, Dan Clowes' short comic story called Immortal Invisible. There we go. That's what he's talking about. It's a dark and surreal story. Teens hypnotized and wear masks of a disgruntled makeup artist. Right. How to Make a Monster. Yep. Would love to see a Carpenter version of Lovecraft's Dagon. Or, yeah, various At the Mountains of Madness. Especially at the Mountains of Madness, Dave James, because he tackled oh God, I'm about to go insane. Who goes there? Oh, come on, man. Oh, jeez Louise. How am I drawing a blank? John Carpenter, The Thing. He tackled The Thing, of course, perfect setting. He knows that if anybody knows how to do an Arctic or North Pole or Arctic horror film, it is John Carpenter. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Steve says Blaisdell used chopped up sponge for the body of the she monster. Very effective. Yes, very, very good. Blaisdell.
I like this cover better.
She creature. Yeah, that's better.
I like that one better than this one.
Yes. Oh, totally. I have the 7-inch one. We'll try to get someone to print it for me. I'll contact Brent's. Oh, interesting. Okay. Captain says, fantastic, best store tour yet. Is there a Yeti monster, Kevin?
I need a Yeti.
Yeti?
I don't have a Yeti or a Bigfoot. I need one though.
Steve says mine was 50, but toys by Hasbro and Kenner go for that now. Daniel Roebuck played him, right?
Well, the only Bigfoot I have is the this Andre the Giant $6 million man. Big bionic Bigfoot.
There we go. Oh my God.
This is new. This came out in like a year or two ago.
Oh, okay.
But it's really cool.
Jeez, Louise, and you just put that right back over him. I mean, you can cover him. You can cover him back
I pulled
up.
it down so you could see this. Yeah.
Yeah. That is hilarious.
And then I have this Bigfoot. He looks like he's made out of chocolate.
Whoa. Bigfoot Bendy.
It's like a cheap, souvenir thing.
That is funny.
I do like Bigfoot.
Monsters Price Guide had all kinds of monster merch, and Jack Davis did a cover too once. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's something I would definitely be into.
The Thing. Yes, thank you. Got that one. Yep, The Thing. Bought and Costello meet Frankenstein. Yeah, I recognize that little devil.
There's a shock monster.
Yeah, look at that. Now, what is that? Oh, that's a mug.
Yeah, tiki mug. Yeah.
Great. Oh, little Misfits guy.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's Ben Cooper action figures coming out where the kids are dressed up, trick-or-treating kids are dressed up in Ben Cooper costumes, and they're made by NECA. They're coming out. I should have them next Tuesday.
Yes. I saw a picture of those. They look
Really
really cool.
Yeah, there's like there's even a creature one.
Oh my God.
These are really cool. Back when Funko was cool.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
Japanese vinyl. It's a Funko item before they started making pops.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's all sparkly and
Yeah.
Japanese
It looks pretty
vinyl.
cool. That's a nice Metaluna mutant.
Oh, here, let's look at this. This should have been over here.
Oh, shoot. There he is.
There's his weapon. There's his weapon.
Oh, yeah. It's like that's what I was going to say. It was flat and kind of like a weird looking screwdriver.
Yeah, it's a weird knife.
Yeah, weird knife.
Could hold it.
Yeah, now that wouldn't be too hard to make.
Oh, the knife? Yeah, that's just like sheet metal.
Yeah. Or even you could just make it out of wood and paint it metal.
Yeah,
You know
someone probably makes one, I'm sure.
Probably.
There's got to be somebody on Etsy with one.
There you go. There we go. That's a nice.
You want a screenshot?
Little mini. Oh, that's great. That's great.
There's a thumbnail for you.
Excellent. That's beautiful.
This is Funko also, back when they used to be cool.
God.
They wouldn't make stuff like this anymore.
No. Yeah,
It's not popular enough, They wouldn't make it. Look, they even made a sea monkey. That's Funko.
God, that's back when they actually had creativity.
Here's a Metaluna mutant. There's those hands.
Oh yeah, there they are. The classic claws. There's your mole man.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here. That's a Henry Alvarez sculpture of the mummy.
That's nice.
There's a Fiji mermaid. Shrunken head.
Nice. Oh, there's a little Gamera there. Gamera on the scene. Remco monsters, 6-inch, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I just pop in and see a Metaluna mutant. Eric M. Boyd is on the scene. Hello, Eric.
This is a really cool. It's like a mask, but it's almost like a puppet too. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, totally, man. You could totally use that as a puppet. Great paint job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're not gonna fit your head in there.
No.
Oh, that's a really good puppet. Yeah.
Yeah, he could do the intros to my videos.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks really good.
Oops.
Oh, what did you say? Knife looks like a sausage dog. Okay.
Mhm.
There's a Metaluna mutant model now outcast from a original Aurora model that was unproduced in the 1960s.
One right up there.
Oh, yeah, there
here's
it
that.
is. Look at that. Metal in a Mutant.
Yeah, we'll look over here. This one's clear.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. From Atlantis.
Yeah, that's a cool model. I'm going to have to make one of those.
Whoa, that looks pretty good.
I have a guy that's building my models for me now.
Whoa.
Finally found somebody that can build.
Nice. Now, how much do those cost?
So the guy that's building my models for me, if I have him build this in payment, I just have to give him the same model in a payment.
Oh, that's quite reasonable. How much do those cost?
40 for this.
Oh, that's not too bad. Wow, very cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that I have somebody
Nice Metaluna Mutant
to make these for me now. I don't have the time or the patience for that. Here's my new stickers, and I have a shirt coming out too.
Oh, very cool. Oh, a shirt. Very good. Very good.
I'll have shirts coming too.
Nice.
How long have we been going?
We're at 10:10 now, so we've been going for I don't know, 90 minutes, something like that.
This is really cool. I've been trying to find these. They came out in like 1980. They were called Scare Cycles, and they were, I guess, because they pull the what was the one guy that was the stunt guy? Evil Knievel. Remember they made those crank up cycles?
Oh, yes. Yeah, of course.
Oh, like I don't know what happened, but they pulled they stopped production on them.
Yeah.
But they wanted to keep making something similar to it.
Right.
So they made a Dracula in his coffin. They made a Frankenstein. He's driving a motorcycle with a big skull on the front. And they made a Death. I forget what he's driving. But they're all choppers like this.
That's really groovy.
And they have this, you know how it had the crank base, that you'd crank up that thing.
Yeah, of course. And then it zoomed. Yeah, it just shoots out.
So their crank up base was a haunted house.
Nice. That is cool.
So I'm trying to find Frankenstein next. Frankenstein looks really cool.
Captain says Saucerman weapon looks like a bicycle wrench for his banana bike.
Exactly. It looks like one of those super thin wrenches that you use on a bike to get into that.
Yes.
For your cranks, I think.
Yeah, flat wrench.
Yeah, it's super thin to get into there.
Mm-hmm.
It's either for your hubs or for your cranks because you have to have a skinny wrench. That's right. Yeah, it does look like that.
Steve Harrison says, I do. My buddy Tom Parker helped me get a lot of the old Aurora stuff re-released. Scare Cycles. Now I want one.
Yeah. I shouldn't have showed you guys. Now everybody's going to be fighting for them. There's a Krampus bobblehead.
This is a Krampus bobblehead.
But NECA's making a figure coming out soon. It's expensive though. It's like $70 for the figure.
Whoa. Well, yeah, that's a little pricey. Is that no? Is that what? Who's that? Oh, is that the dude from?
That's Coral.
From the Walking Dead.
Yeah, this is my aquarium, and that's Coral.
Well done, sir. Well done. That is hilarious. Nice mugs.
There's a Dracula ring back there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, look at those cool Eerie cards back there.
Oh yeah, there's the Eerie Publications cards.
Oh, let's look at this. I didn't show you guys this. Cards made me think of this. There's this print set.
Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah,
You have 13 prints.
I read about this. Yeah, very cool.
13 prints and they only made 250 sets.
Very nice indeed.
And how much is it? Let's see. Where's the price?
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I want to say it was like 50 or 60 bucks.
That's probably, yeah, that sounds
Which
about right.
Kind of seemed like a lot, but it was like, well, you get 13 prints.
Yeah,
I mean, you could even sell them for $10 a piece, and that's $130.
true.
So maybe it's like you're paying like $5 a piece.
Very cool. That is beautiful.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, there is the one up there on the left, kind of in the middle. That one, where he's munching on the vampire chicks.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the most gruesome covers of all time. And it may have been, that might be Chick Stone art. As I recall, I think it was, but that's just one of the most over the top freaking covers for Eerie Publications. There is no doubt about that. They, of course, they had some just insanely gory covers, but that was one of the really crazy ones. And that, of course, that one, I still have that one. I've got the original magazine. Beautiful. Yes, Down with Violence. Hilarious. Good stuff, man.
Is it dark out? Is it dark out where you're at?
Oh yeah, it's way. Yeah, we're going on 10:30. I've still got to get to Tubi.
We still got sun out here.
Jeez Louise. Well, of course, yeah, it's only like 7:30 where you're at.
7:15. Yeah,
7:15. But thank you very much for taking us on the tour and unveiling that fantastic Saucer Man. I can't even believe it. I can't believe you got a Saucer Man. That is just so great.
Yeah, it seems like I've been waiting for like 6 months, but it's only been 2.
It's fantastic, man.
That's how impatiently I've been waiting.
Excellent stuff. Excellent
But
stuff.
maybe next time I get another prop, we can do it again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got that, man. right on. I'm going to go ahead once again, folks. In case you missed it, I'm dropping the link in the chat. Now, this will take you to Gotham City channel on YouTube. Highly recommended. Subscribe. Check it out because he's always posting. Every week he posts the new comics that are coming out in the indie, DC, and Marvel.
Even if you don't like new comics, subscribe because once I hit like 1,000, I'm gonna change the whole channel.
There we go. There you go, folks. You've heard it here.
I'm gonna flip the channel. I'm gonna flip it from new comics to better stuff.
Yeah, it's a good way to go.
Showing new comics. I don't get subscribers from new comics.
Yeah, I understand what you do.
I get more subscribers showing this stuff.
Yep, and I think you should. I think you should do a video that's totally on, the non-comic stuff. The masks and the action figures and so forth.
I'd rather show stuff I like. Look at, I love these ads in here that he does.
Oh, that's great. Edgar Allan poetry. Learn Icelandic. Nice.
Yeah, it almost makes you think it's for kids, and then you're like reading it, and then he hits this dude with the rock, and he kills the guy.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh my God. There you go.
Like, okay, this isn't for kids.
No. Nice.
Maybe we can get this guy on either your channel or Gratu's channel or somebody. We need to interview this guy. Here he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, look at this cool mask he has.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think
that reminds me of something.
It is. That's a famous mask. It's a recreation of it, though.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that before. Very cool. All right, Kevin. I'm gonna have to get over to Tubi, or I'm gonna be here past midnight.
Okay.
So, thank you very much, my good man. A fantastic tour. Everybody is saying their thank yous.
Yep. I thank you guys for watching.
Radamus just to subscribe to your channel.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you, my good man. And indeed, when you get more stuff, obviously, come on back to show.
Yeah.
And I just, once again, congrats on the fantastic Saucer Man. It's just, that is just going to be, people are going to dig the hell out of that. Yeah, I think you'll get some awesome reactions from that. And it's just fantastic.
All right.
All right, Kevin. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right. All right, guys. Let's get back to Tubi so we can get some of these trailers in, and I can show you some more really wicked stuff. Many thanks to Kevin for being on the show. That's just, that store is absolutely mind-blowing. I cannot believe it. But we did take a look at Bite Me, I believe. I showed you that trailer. Yes, Savage Vows, 1995. Now, folks, I can't really recommend this one. It was shot on video in 1995. And if you know the state of video in 1995, I think you'll understand why. It's one just better to kind of pass up. I did find this, which is kind of interesting. It's the Boneyard Collection, hosted by, yes, Forrest J. Ackerman as Dr. Acula from 2012. And I started watching it. I couldn't really get through more than about 15 minutes of it. It's, I don't know. I kind of hesitate in saying too much. I mean, look, apparently Brad Dourif, Robert Loggia, Tippi Hedren, Barbara Steele, Kevin McCarthy, George Kennedy have roles in this. It is an anthology, so you might do better than I did with it. But the first one has none of those people, at least that I recognized. And it was pretty horrible. So I... It's going to turn that off. On the other hand, Black Mama, White Mama from 1973. Folks, this is from Eddie Romero, produced by John Ashley. Yes, Eddie Romero, who did the Blood Island films, starring John Ashley, of course, 1968 to 1970, teamed up to produce Philippine exploitation films in the early 1970s. And Black Mama, White Mama is one of these films. Now, as it says, two women, one white, one black, escape from a women's detention camp in the Philippines, chained together. Okay, there we go. Directed by Eddie Romero, starring Lynn Borden, Laurie Burton, and of course the fantastic Pam Grier, along with Sid Haig. Now, when I show you this trailer, you're going to recognize Sid Haig. I was not aware he was in this film. And he look for the guy with the cowboy hat. And you'll spot him right off the bat.
Oh, this fucking wall, back it out! You think it's any cooler on mine? I'm looking for a way out of
There are none more dangerous than those who have nothing left to lose.
cool.
Women in chains.
You have to wait on me.
A thousand nights without a man. 1,000 reasons to kill. Women in chains. From a hellhole of twisted passions to an inferno of flaming death. Chains of hate kept them bound together. Hounded by every love-hungry brute on the island.
See, I don't like cops, and cops don't like me, so why should I help you?
10,000 reward.
Women in chains.
We're going the wrong way. We gotta get off. It's the right way for me, baby. If you screw up this deal for me, I'll kill you.
Desperate and dangerous.
There you have it, folks. That's Black Mama, White Mama, starring Pam Grier, directed by Eddie Romero, produced by John Ashley. And I recommend it. If you're, one night you're sitting around and you're thinking, I'd like to see one of those women in prison movies, check out Black Mama, White Mama. On the other hand, Scream Queen 2000 2. I had great hopes for this. Unfortunately, it's another shot on video, shot on really bad looking video, schlocker. And it does have Linnea Quigley. That's a plus with this film. As it says, when a horror star mysteriously dies after leaving the set of her latest low-budget shocker, a masked killer sets out to get revenge for her death. Linnea Quigley is in this. That's the only name I really recognize. And it's just that shot on video look, folks. I just can't really get by it. Nice cover though, with Quigley on the cover there. On the other hand, Man's Best Friend. Now, it's been years since I've seen this film. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining enough. Let's put it that way. This is from 1993, starring Lance Henriksen and Ali Sheedy. When television journalist Lori Tanner frees a genetically engineered canine from a laboratory, the dog becomes fiercely devoted to her safety. And it just so happens that, of course, I have a little trailer for this one, too.
I want people to really see what's going on in here. Oh, this is so cool.
Exactly what kind of work do you do here? I do genetic research.
Is this dog an innocent victim of the billion-dollar vivisection industry? And this I can't believe how attached he's become to me already.
I want Max back. We're not talking about a street mutt here. We are talking about $1 million research house.
Thank you, Max. Sweet.
See, Max is not your typical dog. He's a genetic crossbreed. Enhanced sight, hearing, strength, stamina, the ability to climb with jaguar-like agility. What I am trying to tell you is that in the right hands, Max can save thousands of lives. In the wrong hands, it can be a deadly weapon.
We're in big trouble.
He's coming apart. He is gonna see.
Exciting trailer. Let's just put it that way, folks. And it's a good film. I found it rather entertaining, as well as Road Games from 1981. This one is, it's got a certain cult status going for it. An Australian, actually made in Australia. A laid-back American truck driver in Australia starts to suspect that a man driving a green van killed young women along his route. And, of course, it's Stacy Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis with the starring roles in this film. And I like it. It's actually a pretty good film. There's some kind of strange scenes in it. But overall, it's actually quite good, and it is on Tubi. That's another big thing, folks. Recommended. Road Games, Jamie Lee Curtis, and back in 1981, so she's rather vivacious at this point, and highly recommended, folks. Road Games. On the other hand, The Uninvited. I love the poster of The Uninvited. And that's about the best thing about this film from 1988. I don't know what the heck. It's I don't know. Here's the description. When a mutated cat escapes a lab study, it becomes the unlikely foil to a shady businessman's banking scam aboard a yacht headed to the Caribbean. George Kennedy is in this film, as well as Clu Gulager, believe it or not. But I don't know. I couldn't really get through it. Okay, some of you may find it more interesting. Yeah, it's a PG-13 flick, folks. It doesn't deliver on the TNA factor. It's pretty flat. And I just didn't find it that interesting. Let's put it that way. But it is on Tubi. On the other hand, Z-Ram. Oh boy, do I like Z-Ram. Yes, from 1991. Now, there is Z-Ram and Z-Ram 2. There's also an animated series that came out. And, of course, there was the manga comic. I really like the first Z-Ram a lot. It's much better than the sequel. As it says here, helped by her AI partner, an intergalactic bounty hunter opens up an alternate dimension to battle a ruthless alien monster threatening Earth. And folks, I've got a short trailer for this one. At least I thought I did. Yep, here we go. I should say now the trailer is in Japanese with English subtitles. On Tubi, it is dubbed. And I thought they did a pretty good job with the dubbing.
Bob, スーツを使うわよ。
なんだこれ、ぬるぬるして気持ち悪い。てっぺい、てっぺい。いや、俺戦ってみるよ。なんだあいつ、骸骨になってまだ生きてる。何者だおめえは。何度も聞くようだけど。
There we go, folks. A little trailer for Z-Ram. Now, one of the interesting things about the film, of course, you may have noticed, there is stop motion animation, which is pretty damn cool. Of course, there's that, 80s, 90s, the special effects. It is what it is, but it's highly entertaining. Now, both Z-Ram and Z-Ram 2, as well, I believe, as the animated series, they're all on Tubi now. But personally, I highly recommend the first one, this film, Z-Ram from 1991. It's a lot of fun. There's comedic relief and so forth, but really cool alien creatures in this film. The next one, I must admit, I have not watched the film yet. I plan on watching it. Believe it or not, it's from 2024. It's called Brain Tumor. And check out the description here. Routine brain surgery makes a terrifying turn when a tumor goes rogue and takes on a life of its own. It runs amok in search of its next meal. Yes, it's directed by Glenn Coburn. I've never heard of him, but it does look rather humorous. and potentially horrifying as well. Brain Tumor 2024. Beauty Queen Butcher, I did see years ago. I may have even seen it when it came out. It's another horror comedy from 1991. And as it says, after being tricked into entering a school beauty pageant, a relentlessly bullied teenager finally snaps and goes on a vengeance-fueled rampage. That is Beauty Queen Butcher, and as I recall, it, was entertaining enough, at least for one viewing. Now we're getting into some 70s, folks. Got a few here, including, of course, Satan's Cheerleaders. Oh, yes, from 1977.
Satana.
Now, the one thing that sucks about this is that, yes, it is, but the distributors of this film, and they gave it to Tubi. Tubi does not censor. It's the distributors that give them the films. This film is censored down to a PG-13, in my opinion. And if you watch it, you'll see what I'm saying, sadly. As it says, a high school janitor working for a group of Satanists abducts the cheerleading squad, unaware that a witch lurks among them with plans of her own. Yes, that is Satan's Cheerleaders, folks, and I've got a little bit of a trailer on this one for you.
Audi pregas mea Satana, blessed be. Audi pregas mea Satana, blessed be.
1, 2, 3, 4, happy demons on a ride with a bit of the devil in our ride.
Tonight will be a night of glory such as we have never known.
Hey, what are you, some kind of a thief? Oh, wait a minute, I get it. He's a prevert.
You've been asking for it, now you're gonna get it.
Don't concern yourself. He's taking care of everything.
Yes. He's taking care of everything.
Behind you.
You may be able to fool the others, but not me.
I'm afraid of her. I tell you, she has the power.
I have been commanded by the Prince of Darkness. He spoke to me.
Okay, there you go, folks. That is Satan's Cheerleaders. Unfortunately, the nudity scenes have been cropped to a PG-13. Inexplicably, it's just the way it goes. I don't know what to say. But at least we have blood-sucking redneck vampires up here. And this is surprisingly from 2004. As it says here, of course, it is a horror comedy. A sexy vampire and her familiar hide out from a vampire hunter in the small town of Backwash as it's gearing up for the annual Tripe Days Festival. Now you can see where this one's going, folks. And yeah, that is blood-sucking redneck vampires. Yeah, now on Tubi. And let's see. Yeah, this is 1979. Getting back to the 70s, we do have the Hollywood Strangler. Now, I think this was also called the Hollywood Strangler meets the Skid Row Slasher as well. As it says, a twisted photographer who murders the models he photographs meets his match in a woman who kills her pornography store customers. I don't think I've got this one on. Yeah, okay. No, I don't. In any case, that is The Hollywood Strangler from 1979. I have not seen that film, so I can't really give you a yay or a nay on that one. But next up, we have Night Vision from 1987. Moving into the 80s here, folks. A young writer receives a mysterious video monitor, which shows him grim scenes from the future, as well as secretive satanic rituals. You know, folks, it's one thing to get grim scenes from the future, but it's another to get those secret satanic rituals as well. So you double your pleasure with Night Vision on that one. And that is just shown up on Tubi. I've got a little bit of a trailer on this one.
In a city gripped by fear, a serial killer creates a reign of terror where no woman is safe.
He likes plastic wrap on the face. They suck it in their mouths and nostrils, even their eye sockets. Then rigor mortis sets in.
Be on the lookout for a dark van.
Two cops thrown together.
See the new transfer they call Quick Draw McGraw?
And you're Dirty Harry, right?
With a mission to bring him down.
I know what she thinks, what she feels, what she does. Every intimate detail.
You're an ex-detective on a motorbike. You got one chance. You got one chance only.
This guy's got heavy artillery.
His videos are being distributed worldwide by crime syndicate porn channels.
Bet I can whip mine out faster than you can.
What do you want from me, pal? I'm gonna teach you humility. We have a common interest.
Like what?
He's sick, he wants to die, and I'm gonna help him.
You check inside. I'll go that way.
Freeze, bitch. You son of a bitch. You don't go through channels. You don't go through procedure.
Take the shot! You took the shot!
He has a silent partner somewhere in your department.
Got it.
Son of a bitch! You bastard! How could you let them give me this on the air?
Julie! Yes!
So shit. I want you to pick up our video stalker friend, fold up his operation, and ship the whole pile down to Mexico.
Got it.
He's on me like a pit bull. He's almost as crazy as I am.
Fuck you.
Hey, Detective Dash! You're just gonna keep on coming, huh?
Fred Williamson. Cynthia Rothrock. Robert Forster.
It's full moon out there.
Yeah, well, it makes for better night vision.
Okay, that's really weird. In any case, there you go. That's the Night Vision trailer, apparently. Very strange. And then we have 1973's Night of Fear. When a car breaks down, a young woman crosses paths with a sadistic hermit who stalks and captures those who get lost in his part of the woods. This one I have not seen, so I cannot pass any judgment on that one, but it is now on Tubi. The next one, though, I've seen a couple of times. I highly recommend it. Messiah of Evil from 1974. Man, if you haven't seen this flick, check it out. This is definitely, it's got a very much a Lovecraftian atmosphere to it. As it says, After receiving unsettling letters from her artist father, a woman travels to a seaside California town to find it governed by a strange undead cult. This film is actually really well done. It's creepy as hell, and I have a very short trailer for it.
They say that nightmares are dreams perverted.
Excellent film, folks. Highly recommended. Messiah of Evil, now on Tubi. You got to check it out. It's creepy. It's Lovecraftian. It's just got a foreboding atmosphere to it that's it's hard to shake. And I highly recommend it. It's one of those sleeper cult films, you know, that not a lot of people are aware of, but you gotta check. If you like, you know, full-blown horror with an atmosphere of complete dread throughout the film, check out Messiah of Evil. Let's get back to the chat, shall we, and see what's going on here. There we go. Lead paint. Pam Grier buck naked is always good. Yes, I concur. Lead paint. Oh, no, you didn't. I'll watch anything with Pam Grier. Indeed, and Black Mama, White Mama is quite the film to see. I mean, look, it's produced by John Ashley, directed by Eddie Romero from the Blood Island film fame, folks. So it is quite entertaining. That slap on Pam Grier. Nuns on the Run. Hi, Eric. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. I'll watch almost anything with Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. Hey, Road Games is quite good. I know probably a few of you have seen the film. Thank you for the plug, Eric. Yes, that is my website, folks, horroranthologymovies.com. Kevin says, Jailhouse Nuns on the Run has my vote, Eric. It's not a tumor. T for two or T for tumor. There we go. Gotham City says, Colorful Carlisle is the name of that Don Post mask that I showed. Thanks again for having me on. Thank you, Gotham City, for being on the show and unveiling that fantastic saucer man. Incredible, my good man. Colorful Carlisle, folks. That is the Don Post mask right there. Dave Jane says, Cheerleaders looks like it could have been a lot of fun uncut. Yes. And that is the problem. And it's something that Tubi cannot control, folks. They get the films from the distributors. They show them as they are. And of course, it came along with an R rating. Unfortunately, it simply isn't. They, you know, you've seen the films before where they, you know, have like the shower scene, but they crop in. So it just cuts out all of the nice bits, as it were. And that's exactly what you get with Satan's Cheerleaders, unfortunately. A bit of rah-rah, but less sis-boom-bah is what I'm saying right now, folks. Dave James, that was a long trailer. Yes, that was. That was incredibly long. Radama says, I'll watch almost anything with Cynthia Rothrock in it. And she's doing a lot of kicking in that particular film, I'll tell you. I almost drifted off. When you almost drift off during a trailer, you know that you can't really say too much about the film, I'll tell you. All right, folks. Well, that ends for the look at Tubi's 70s, 80s, and beyond sci-fi horror exploitation flicks. I thank you all for being here. And of course, once again, many thanks to Gotham City Comics for being on the show and showing us his incredible store with all the great stuff in it. It would be great one day if we could all just, have like some kind of a mini convention at his store. That would be fantastic. I think that would be really a hell of a thing to do. But yeah, there we go, folks. And I just want to give you a heads up on next week. This is what's going on. Okay, let's go back up. Yes, I'm getting into a bit of Roger Corman. Of course, dearly departed Roger Corman. He just left this mortal coil a few weeks ago. And there are a ton of Corman films, either Corman directed or produced on Tubi, including this documentary, which I have not seen. I just saved it to my Tubi lineup. Roger Corman, the Pope of Pop Cinema. Now, it's an hour long. It was apparently released in 2021, but I got to check it out. Obviously, Forbidden World, a very saucy, spicy sci-fi tale. If you've ever seen that one from 1982. And of course, one of my favorites, Death Race 2000 from 1975 with that luscious Mary Warrenoff in there. Good Lord. But there are others too that they've just dropped on Tubi that were Corman produced. And these are primarily 70s and 80s flicks, exploitation flicks. You got to see to believe, folks. And we will be taking a much closer look at those next week. Because it's Corman, for Christ's sake. I mean, the guy, he absolutely deserves a huge spot on this show. He was a tremendous influence on me. There ain't no doubt about that. Creature from the Haunted Sea, are you kidding? It was dusk. I could tell because the sun was going down. Attack of the Crab Monsters. Okay, Professor, just how are the crabs blowing up the island? And other incredible dialogue from these amazing Z-budget creature features from Roger Corman. Good Lord. Eric says, see ya, everyone. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Indeed. Let's see what... Oh, okay. Radamus says, I always have a good time with you guys. Indeed. Well, I'm glad you're here, Radamus. Camp Crystal Lake, a.k.a. R, says, was a great show. Thank you, Gotham City and Mike. Bye, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Great Memorial Day weekend. Yes, indeed, Eric. And thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It's been a hell of a show. Next week's going to be a humdinger. Believe you me. I think it's going to be fantastic. And of course, as I always do, as is tradition here on the Horror Mike show, I have to leave you out with the amazing Starfires and their version of Linda. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.